Look at oh my god! What is going on, everybody? I'm OmNomTheGreat, if you'd like to call me. So normally when I make these types of videos, I like to at least have a sort of, not a plan, I don't script anything, I don't bullet points out, but I do like to know what I'm going to talk about, or at least in the order I'm going to talk about it. And this whole situation has just put me in a place where I don't want to wait on talking about this anymore, because I haven't voiced myself publicly about this in a proper fashion. So, news came out today officially, not sure where it was scanned from or whatever, but it was officially put out today. Road to Boruto is meant to be a sort of complete edition of Storm 4, plus a few new things. Like, I can see in the scan here, we're having a Momoshiki and, I don't remember the other dude's name, but his minion, like, they're having a boss fight. And you can tell it's a boss fight because of the cinematics and such. I'm not sure if it'll be playable. I've heard two different outlooks on that, but regardless, it doesn't matter for what I'm trying to say here. So, for people who talk to me outside of my YouTube videos and people who talk to me in Discord, there is no way we have not at one point discussed how I feel about Storm 4 and its development cycle, and how that resulted in what we got when Storm 4 was actually released. I have said for months now that Storm 4 was not entirely CC2's fault. I have stuck to my guns on that. Not saying CC2 doesn't need to take any of the blame. They obviously do. It's their, it's their game. This is all speculation, of course, but I personally think that Storm 4 was held back from what it could have been by Bandai's time constraints. And my evidence to kind of back that up is the story mode cutscenes that were cut out. You can see that there were some things for the Obito boss fight that was actually going to be a boss fight instead of just screenshots from the anime. And there are a couple more for different battles, but you can find those if you just look up Storm 4 unused cutscenes or whatever. They are there, they do exist. The game was going to be a lot more, and then for whatever reason they shut that down. I'm assuming that's because they were, put on a time limit. And of course, I can't say if that was 100% fact because, they got delayed, and it still came out like that. Blah, blah, blah. I personally think it should have been delayed again, but this is all beside the point. Now this new Road to Boruto thing is coming out, and just based on the scan, I'm worried that it's not going to really fix anything. I'm honestly really concerned. For a couple of reasons, and I'll get into that really quickly. If you guys don't watch Afro Senju, and I'm pretty sure most of you do, but forever ago, I say forever ago, but like a couple months ago, he released a vlog that was him coming back from Bandai's headquarters. He made a point to say that he was going to ask the people at Bandai to try and get word in whatever possible to the developers at CC2 for things that needed to be fixed and what we wanted to be fixed for Storm 4, the whole hashtag Fix Storm 4 movement. And when he posted that vlog, he said something to the effect of, again, once he was outside of Namco's headquarters, when he was back either home or at a hotel, wherever he was staying, he stated that he did in fact bring the points up, but he was told something to the effect of, we are working on something for Storm 4, we just can't tell you what it is yet. I'm not sure if they made him sign some kind of document or, whatever, to actually tell him to not say what it was if he knew what it was at that point. Probably not. They like to keep those things under wraps. But we've known there was some kind of expansion or some kind of development for Storm 4 going on in the background. Only issue was no one knew what it actually was. Now we know what it is, and it's bothering me. Reason it's bothering me, this is taken away from Storm 4's, needs right now. Storm 4, as it stands, is unfinished, barely playable in an online environment, carries glitches that are game-breaking, entire modes that people just don't play because they weren't thought out well enough to actually be, I don't want to say enjoyable, that's not the right word, but to be an actual addition to the gameplay and to give people something to do outside of the story mode and playing people online. And I hate that I'm having to say this now because I've tried my absolute hardest to be on Storm 4's side through this whole thing, but I just can't do it anymore. This is getting out of hand. It's been out of hand, honestly, but it's time for everyone really to say something about it. Now, we can't say what Road to Boruto will exactly bring, but I do personally think that this will be their last shot at trying to actually give people what they want. Guarantee you that if a trailer for Road to Boruto comes out at any point, it'll probably very broadly and very enthusiastically talk about the implication of a, quote, new spectator mode. And again, I need to preface, this is all speculation. I don't work at CC2, I don't work at Bandai, I don't know what will actually come in Road to Boruto outside of what we've seen. This is just me voicing what I've been thinking about for several months now. So as for what it could actually do for the game, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Everyone was asking for an inclusion of Boruto and Sarada in the story mode in some fashion, and we have that now, but you know, it's September and this isn't going to be released till February, so we don't know what this will actually be. Are we waiting a full year for, you know, just an extra story mode mission and maybe a character? Because we already have all the characters that we need, unless they're wanting to, you know, go the extra mile and make Naruto and Sasuke their adult forms if they want to make them actual movesets. But this is CC2, we know they're not going to do that. We know they're not going to do that. If they do, I'll eat my words and, you know, be happy about it, because I want new movesets for those two characters. But I'm to the point, I'm just not holding my breath for anything anymore. And I think that's how everyone should approach this. It's honestly kind of, it's not insulting per se, it's just, it's very disappointing. Their priorities are in the wrong places, and as for why, I could go on about that, but I can't say anything for certain. It's just the way my brain thinks, and you know, what I'm thinking goes on in the background in the companies, but I can't even say for sure. I hate it that this game was so hyped up willingly by people like me who wanted a final Storm game that would conclude the story and, you know, be satisfactory, and then when it came out, it dropped the ball in a big way. Now, will Road to Boruto address the problems that Storm 4 had? Maybe. It could very well do that. Like I said, it could include the spectator mode, it could include an 8-player endless, it could include, you know, spectating your endlesses and, you know, full tournaments and all these things that people have wanted back from the old games for months. My problem is, though, if it is coming in Road to Boruto, why in Road to Boruto? Why is Road to Boruto a thing? Why wasn't Road to Boruto confirmed for the season pass to actually give people incentive to buy it, instead of, you know, just creating characters that really don't have much of a need to even exist in the first place in the game? It's just really bothersome, and I'm hoping, I really am hoping that Road to Boruto will fix something. Will fix these issues that people have addressed and want changed. I just can't wait on it anymore. I can't, you know, hold hope out until it comes out, and then, you know, I get to the endless menu and it's still not what we expect. I haven't played Storm 4 in months because my drive to play that game is so minimal because of, you know, how they've limited it, and I'm repeating myself now, but I really do hope that this lifts the, quote, curse that Storm 4 has brought on to itself, but I'm very skeptical at this point. Anyway, thank you for checking out the video. What do you guys think of this whole Road to Boruto thing? Are you excited? Are you disappointed? Do you still hate Storm 4? Do you hate CC2? Let me know down there in the comments, and let's talk about this, because I really do want to talk about this. Thank you again for watching, and I will talk to you guys next time. Later.